Thank you so much. Welcome back here. I want to get right to it. I don't know, you know, he brought his trophy future bride with him, Catherine Boyd over here. This is Steve Kuzma, I should say. Yeah, and Steve's one of the best artists I know of. He got me into art and taught me a few strokes on the paintbrush, and I found out I could actually paint. And I always want to thank you for that, because I spend quite a few hours now just slapping paint on it. You know, I'm not disciplining like you are, and getting commissions. How's life going?
Well, that's the best thing any artist can hear, you know, that someone could actually be positive or inspired enough to, and not intimidated to pick a brush. I'm doing okay. It's like a little bit of a smaller scale. I'm living in Ventnor City with Catherine, and I are living in Ventnor City, and we're living an artist, musician's life. So that means adjusting to living in the area we live in. So I'm involved in shows that I can do locally, and then I try to market outside of that.
Because let's talk about your career a little bit, because you've been out there for quite some time. I mean, you've been commissioned by some of the leading magazines out there, you know, sports magazines, backpacker magazines. You know, they use your art quite a bit for
a lot of illustration, and in the field of illustration, it goes in cycles. As you know, a lot of what's happening in graphic design is leaning toward their computers. Everything you see kind of looks the same. It's quick production. So the illustrator is there, or the fine artist is working very slowly. And oftentimes you're kind of set to the side, but it goes in cycles, and now there's a comeback more for illustration. So that's where my training is. And people are looking for more of that human touch that takes time. So it's good for me now, but it's a patient process. I have a few jobs coming in, maybe coming from New York.
You have to drag it out of him, because Steve is actually famous.
Oh yeah,
right? But he's not gonna.
I know that. That's right. What I'm trying to say. You know, people don't realize, you know, what an artist he is, because he's known worldwide. I mean, you know, your work is hung in places all over the world now, and yet you're so modest and sit there.
Struggling in Ventnor City, New Jersey. I don't understand.
Well, at least Catherine's making a few bucks playing the violin.
You know, that is funny, because I actually don't feel that way. Well, it is true. There are friends of mine said, you know, I saw this this print or this painting in, I think someone said it was like in Eastern Europe, somewhere in a hotel. You know, I was like, how does that get there? Or someone said, oh, this person copied this painting, and it's just funny.
They stole it from your
they
basement.
stole it.
When you talk about it, I mean, the one thing that you do offer is educational. You know, you do lectures and stuff, and work, and you're very good with that. I mean, as a matter of minutes, you had me painting, and I was really amazed at how, you know, I don't want to say how easy it is, how you bring out, you know, everybody can be an artist. I mean, you know, what's art?
I think they got one of yours on the screen now, too.
Well, now that's one of your sports ones there. That's a bicycle there.
Yeah, that's a bicycle race in pastel, and it's kind of a combination of materials. It's kind of experimental. The sports shows the motion, and yeah, it's the kind of thing, I think, if anyone works for hours, they get to a place where it is a zone where it becomes easy and natural, the process itself. And it has nothing to do with trying to will something or compete, or it's actually a quite organic process. And everyone should be able. Catherine teaches violin the same way. I actually have seen her get a student. The last student never played the violin, and in an hour and a half, he's actually reading music and playing an awkward instrument to play.
Oh, but that kid, he's been studying the piano since age 4.
Yeah, well, that's still.
So.
I mean, but anybody can do anything if they just apply themselves to it. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
And it is easier if someone already has all that experience, and makes it easy.
Well, you're taking a big step in life too, you know, and coming up here shortly. You guys are actually going to be tying a knot here pretty soon. You know, you're going to take that Texas sweetheart there of mine over there, and
sorry.
Yeah, and when's the big day?
I'm very lucky, man. It's May 29th.
Yeah.
And both of us found a wonderful place, and it's just how it's happening is. very sweet the way it's happening. There's, it's sort of like something greater than us is.
Well, it's,
all the details.
you don't find usually in that circumstances where two artists get along as well as you do. I mean, you two, you seem to, every time I don't know how you are. You should
have seen him outside.
Dry coming in. We do patch it up, though. That's true.
But you seem, because creativity is hard. When you get two people that are creative in a room, it makes it tough sometimes.
Well,
but you enjoy painting Catherine a lot too.
A lot.
Yeah.
And in fact, there's a painting that I painted of Catherine. Actually, I could spend my whole life painting Catherine because we really do like spending our time at home. We have a cat now, and it's funny. So we have everything.
We have a cat. I have
food.
A real life now.
It's domesticated.
I remember when I first saw Steve, he had a backpack on his back, and that's,
Yeah.
Things have changed.
First you get the woman, then you get the
Then it all goes to hell in a handbasket.
You got two studios. I want to remind everybody, if you're in Marlton, New Jersey, over there, you can definitely do that, or Venter, whichever one. But you can always visit you on your website, www.
Steve Kuzma, Kuzma.com.
Yeah.
Also, there is a show coming up at the Noise Museum. It's their Hamilton Museum. I'm also a signature artist for the Noise Museum in it's Oceanville, and there's a painting of Catherine reclining by the sea, just sleeping.
Yeah.
So I think it's that Friday. What is it?
It's
a couple
April,
Fridays from now. It's like the 17th.
Yeah.
It's April 17th, 5 to 7 at the Noise in Hamilton. I'm going to be playing the violin for a couple hours.
Yeah, so you get to play, and Steve gets to show his artwork and everything else. Got some great pieces up here. Guys, I'd love to spend more time with you, but we're out of time. It's always a pleasure to have you over. Congratulations. Once again, visit Steve at www.stevekuzma.com, and Daps put that on the stage. Congratulations. Big hand for